So yesterday we have seen in a backend level two tables. One is a category table, the other one is books table. So here we observed a primary key and foreign key relationships. So if you want to see the table structure, right click on categories table, select design. And if you want to see the data, right click on it, edit to top 200 rows. And here select the design this, okay, edit top 200 rows. Okay. So now what we have to do is, we need to make these two tables to the front end. Go to project menu, add one more Windows form, relation tables. So here foreign form, relation tables. Click on add. So now we have two controls to display the data. Select the data here, data tab, data grid view. This is a normal control which is available here. Now we need to add one more control to the toolbox. Then we can observe the difference between both the two. Right click on this particular tab. There we have a choose items. Select the choose items. It will load all the controls that are available in .NET. And this is VB, whole components. So now whatever checkboxes are selected, these are all the controls are added to the toolbox automatically. Whenever the user is going to have a requirement to add the controls explicitly, we can check the checkbox. Now here we have a control called as data grid. The data grid, two controls are there. One is for Windows, the other one is for web. Select the data grid for Windows, and this is data grid view already selected. That means the control is available already here. Now we are going to add a data grid to the toolbox. Select the data grid, click on OK. Now this data grid is displaying here. Now we can add this control to the form. Now we can observe the difference between both the two. It has some header, and this header has some styles, auto format. So you want to show the grid view like this. So whatever format we need it, we can select over here. Okay. And once we have selected this grid view, make it as apply OK. At runtime, the data will come like this. Now, whenever our form is loaded, we need to show the tables. Double click on this particular form. There here. Yesterday we have added the grid view, and in this new book, how to load the books we have seen already. This is a procedure which is going to retrieve one table. and the connection line this. Control dot, apply the namespace on the top. So once the database is ready, now we can take the tables. Here is, we are going to bring the data information based on the books. Now we need to get both the two tables information. Select start from one table is categories table. Select start from the other table is books table. Now we can run both the two tables. This the common column, the category ID is repeating here again. Category ID 1, now category number 2, category number 3. Okay. So now what we have to do, we need to bring first, once we can select the number 1, how many number of books are there inside the category, we need to show it. So first we need to show the tables, next we will apply the relation. Now these two tables, here this is first table and this is second table. Create procedure. Procedure name, user defined stored procedure for get books by category. So get books by category here. Now you can run this particular stored procedure. This. Now you know how to run. Execute. What is the stored procedure name? User defined stored procedure for category of books. Now you can check, it will execute. And this is a procedure name we can call here. Now total tables we are bringing to the front end. So we need to use here as SQL data adapter. Adapter object name equal to SQL data adapter. So now here we have to say this is a stored procedure. We'll bring both the two tables of data. Now temporary data set create. New data set, and whatever the command it is going to bring the data that we can fill it. So this is going to fill both the two tables over here. Now we can simply, this is data grid, that is data grid view. So data grid of category wise books. Now we can select this. This is data grid view. Double click on a form. We can assign both the two controls over here. One is data grid. Where is the data is available? The data is available in dataset DS. Now we can display the other table. Data grid view data source equal to DS. Now we can check. Keep the breakpoint here. Go to program.cs. Now here we can say form relations. This is the form has relations, and run the form. Select FRM relation tables. Now connection is established and it is going to load the design of this particular form. Whenever form is loaded, it is taking the stored procedure and it is going to fill the data. Now we just move the mouse pointer on DS. Here you can expand this particular symbol. Click on here, dataset visualizer. In this dataset visualizer, we have two tables. So the database is giving two tables to the front end. So it is a temporary memory, that is what we call it as DS. Now this dataset visualizer has two tables. Table first will be gives category ID and category name columns data, and the second table is giving books data, book ID, category ID, book name, cost, quantity and total. So now two tables are filling here, and we just display this one and we can see even this table will not show any data because it is going to capable grid view only one table at a time. What table you want to see, you can give it. So even we can assign the data over here. Two tables are coming. That's the reason it is not going to capable to display at least one table also. We have to give directly only one table. But whenever we have a relational tables here, data grid, observe that, click on here. What is the data is coming? Table, table 1. You want the first table, category number 1 to 3, .NET Java testing tools. Now here the symbol for navigation, select the navigation, select table 1. Table 1 is going to display book ID, category ID, name, cost, quantity and total. If you want to give the names, what names we need it for better understanding, while we are going to fill, we can assign category of tables. So here, if you want to see the data into this particular control, here data grid view, you want to see first table, ds dot tables. Many tables are there. 0 represents first table, 1 represents second table. Now we know the process. Remove the breakpoint. Now run the form. Now see, only 0. 0 is representing here first table. So click on here, table. Now the 0th table is displaying. And second table. So if you want to see the second table, instead of going to apply ds.tables of 0, we can say ds.tables of 1. So now it is showing the second table. So which table in the second table it is coming this way. So first difference between data grid view and data grid. So data grid is going to capable of displaying the data, but whereas in a data grid view cannot be capable to display multiple tables. We have to give explicitly what table we need to show inside of grid view. And you want to show some relationable tables also internally. Why? Because here, while you're going to see the data, you don't know under this category how many books are there. Every time we need to navigate and we can see, we can observe the category and all. Oh, one category, one book, and two category, two books and all. So now here itself we need to show the relations. While you're going to create the relations, we can have a data relations in dataset. Here, data relation, some dr equal to new data relation. So what type of relation we can have here? You just give any name, and what is a parent column name, and what is a child column name. We just mention the data column. So this is the syntax for relation, many columns, parent column, array name and all. So now what we have to do, we need to assign a relation name, relation with categories and books. Any name you can give, but it is somewhat better understandable to us. Now, where is the parent column? DS, the total data set, has a table. First table for category. Now, where is a column? So, there we have a first column. So, here we can say columns of 0. See, this is at runtime, it is showing this is 0 and this is 1. This is 0 and this is 1. So we need to compare 0 column to first column. So here we can say that it is the complete structure, we call it as a data set. This is ds.tables of 0 and this is ds.tables of 1. So now here we can have ds.tables of 0. First table, first column is going to compare with second table, ds.tables of 1. But column is in this column not 0. 0 for book ID, 1 for book name. So go and take second table, first column, second column to first table, first column. So parent table, column name, and child table, column name. 0 for first column, 1 for second column. If you know the complete name without any spelling mistakes, we can give this name in a quotations also, like the columns of quotations category ID and the columns of quotations category ID also. Now you can add this relation to the data set, ds dot relations. We have a relation. That relations we are going to add to here. Now where the relation is available in dr, data relation dr. So now we can execute. So it is showing only one. Once we can click on here. First table. See what is the difference between previous and present. If you want to see individual tables, you can click on here. This table is not having any relation to other table, but whereas here the category we have a relation. So see, observe that previous difference and now the present difference. Here it is showing number 1, one more plus symbol is showing here. You can expand this. What is the relation we given? Relation categories to books. Click on here. So now under the category 1, category name is .NET. Inside this only one book is available. So this is showing only one book. Now we want to see second. Under this second relation, how many books are available? Click on here. Under this particular second category, there 2 books are available. So these 2 are the books. Now under the third category, click on here, only one book. So in a front end side, you want to give internally the relation is available, but we need to check manually. But without go for manually, how many .NET books are there? Immediately we can see here. And how many here? Java books. What are they? And how many this? Okay. The front end relation we are going to show like this. Okay. So this is what we called as how to display the relational tables in a front end, and what is the difference between a data grid and data grid view. When we will use grid view and when we will use data grid. Okay. So by default, remember this control is not available in a toolbox. We need to add explicitly this control to the toolbox. To add this control, you have to remember whatever control is not available over here means the control is not selected by default. We need to add, right click, there choose items. Whatever control we need it, we have to check the check boxes. And based on the selection, that control will be going to display here. Okay. So this is the relational table. And today we are going to stop up to here. And we will see tomorrow some more customizations on this. Okay. And I'm sending you this